The following video has been approved by the Jetty marketing team. The video has been rated Jetty. The following video may not be suitable for all viewers.
G'day mate, welcome to Dream Engines Nomad Cities, and this is an early access game. Early access game that literally just came out as this video came out. Is available both on the Epic Store and on the Steam Store. If you wouldn't mind helping a creator out, I'd appreciate if you grabbed it on the Epic Store, if you have no preference between the two, because, you know, you could use my creator code and help a creator out. That is Jetty-Plays if you want to help me out. If you want to go grab it on the Steam Store, that's entirely up to you. But this is a brand new game, just came out, and it's a hard game to describe. Hence, we're going to use video. Video, marvelous thing. Lets you sort of see what I'm talking about whilst we talk about it. Now, this game, I guess the best way to describe it is Factorio meets They Are Billions with a little bit of an RPG element as well, all set in like a Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas background with a bit of steampunk thrown in. Are we confused yet? Cool. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start a brand new game, because I think the best way to show this to you guys is with a brand new game. There is a couple of different tribes we can select. Of course, these are not in the game at this stage, and actually I should really read you, I guess, a bit of the back history. So the game lore, I guess, which is not in the game yet. The devs are planning on adding it with a campaign that is coming soon. They do have a roadmap available already that you can go look at, along with, they're pretty active on their Discord as well if you want to have a chat to them. But it says, the world has been overrun by the dream plagues. The only survivors are small nomadic tribes that don't attract too much attention. And now the discovery of a long abandoned project of the ancients lights a new hope, a flight-capable nomad city, and that's what you're in charge of. You're in charge of a city that can fly away, which means, you know, when things get a little bit too heated with the dream elements that wander around the map and sort of guard the natural resources, you can bugger off and go to a brand new map. All the maps are procedurally generated, so like there is infinite gameplay. I can tell you from what experience I have, because Suncrash was nice enough to send me an early access key. I've got about 5 hours in the game currently, and I actually guess at least in the early access component, there's probably at least 15 hours worth of gameplay to start with. Like 5 hours to learn how the game runs, and then 10 hours to finish what is available in the game so far. But like I said, it just launched early access today. They've gone through an alpha stage, which I have been watching very carefully for quite some time. Yeah, they've just popped over to like beta, early access, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we're going to start with the Junk Lords, because that is the only option I have. We have a whole bunch of options here where you can really set your difficulty the way you want. I've set things a little bit easier because I need to be able to pause and talk through things and all that sort of stuff. There isn't actually a pause button built into the game, at least not one that I found easily. Anyway, we're going to hit the start button. We're going to call this Jetty-Plays. That is the creator code if you wish to buy this across on the Epic Store. As always, links are down in the description. And we're going to start our game. So, I turned the tutorial off, so hopefully it doesn't pester us. Okay, so we have right here, we have Tiny. Tiny is our little steampunk droid, which like has an inventory screen with some upgrades he can get, you know, better armor, a better fist, a better crossbow, because he actually has a fist to beat up any dream elements that come along with a rapid fire crossbow. I don't know how you get a crossbow to fire that fast, but I want one. And this is our city nexus, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. And as you can see, like very Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas mixed with steampunk. It's an interesting art style. I actually really like it. So what we need to do is we need to start building up our city. Now, our city, anything on this platform, we can actually fly from here to another map. We can move from map to map to map, and anything we build on these platforms comes with us. Anything we don't build on the platforms gets left behind. So what we want to do is we want a space to go into building mode, and I want to have... let's go with some houses there. Nope. Delete. House there, and there. Okay, not enough resources. Alright, and we can see our houses already have a problem. They don't have food. Turns out we have to get food from our main city center over to our houses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into build mode. I'm going to press Y, which gives us these magic belts. And these magic belts are more like mine carts than belts. And if we hook that up and set the output, we can see that these lovely minecarts appear and run along these belts. They're cool. They get things from A to B. In the case of, well, this, we're shipping around food, and again, I need to actually have it enter the houses, and the minecarts will just disappear into the houses, and now the houses have food. So again, if we press spacebar, we bring this up. It has, it needs 1.1 food per second, minute, whatever it happens to be, and we can continue from there. So we have some food. On top of that, we're going to need to be able to actually process some material. So back into build mode, I'm going to want, okay, what I really want is I want a farm, and can we, I gotta remember what the button is to rotate. Can we build food, say here? Nope, insufficient resources. I'm not having a lot of luck. And a food plant. We'll put the food plant actually here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring food out, put it into the food plant. Food plant is going to bring in per potatoes and output actual food. And then from there, we're going to need to take our actual food and run it into our city center. Okay, that's the plan, that's the concept. But at the moment we're completely out of resources, so I need to take Tiny, and we need to go for a little bit of an explore and try and find some natural resources we can harvest. And this brings you into like the RPG element. Like there is a certain amount of exploration and conquest and critters. There's some critters that we have to deal with. Luckily, we can use a crossbow from range and just deal with them as we run out of harm's way. But yeah, these critters are interesting. Like I said, it's early game. Tiny is a little bit overpowered for what we have to deal with. Oh, actually, we should go into crafting. So crafting, we have a crafting menu. It is very, very boring at the moment. But we also have an inventory menu. And I don't have any repair packs. Can I add some repair packs, please? There we go. I can make 2 of them. And if we go back to inventory, I can put repair packs on my inventory because Tiny, although he self-repairs, having some repair packs handy is always good. Alright, so we have some natural resources we can just beat up along the way, and we can shoot over these dead zones. I can't walk over these. Critters can't walk over these, which is great for me because I can use them as natural defenses. We can clear a little bit of an area. Go away. Go away. And then I want to harvest this natural node. Actually, I want to dig up that and that. We can harvest this natural node, which we're going to build a gather on here. This is going to harvest bloodwood. Yep, that is the natural, well, that is one of the resources of this particular game. We're going to bring our bloodwood down to our city, and we're going to need to process our bloodwood because bloodwood is not something we can actually use. Can I put a Tesla tower there so we can take our power out a little bit further? And wood warper. Yes, that's the name of the building. Okay. We're going to build 3 of those guys right there. And, oops. I'm going to bring out my mine carts and run them into all these buildings. So we're going to have bloodwood. Sure, bloodwood. Pop on these mine carts, come down here into these buildings. They will process them, and if we click on the building, we can see it's going to process it into bloodwood planks. I'm guessing they just, you know, harvest the blood out. Anyway, next thing we want to do is we're going to come back into this mode. We want to have all these 3 guys output, and we need to take that into the city center, which I guess is right there, and done. So that should get us some some bloodwood planks. Bloodwood planks, yes. And as you can see, construction is not terribly fast because, well, we're still in the super early game. But yes, we have food, we have houses, we have one of the natural resources, and this is one of the basics of the game. Like, come to a new area, harvest what materials you can, use your mini-map extensively, wander around, explore everything, grab any natural resources you can, and then hope that the threat level doesn't get too high before you need to take off and run to the next area. Now, like I said, there is a lot in this game. If we go back into the build mode, we can see that there's a stone worker I need to deal with, the food plants, which we've touched on, flux vats. Flux is a magical material. A magical material that is basically used for upkeep for a lot of materials and a lot of buildings. Actually, if we look at this one, we can see it has an upkeep of both flux, along with power, along with workers. Yeah, it's a universal resource. A universal resource you're going to use a lot. Think of it like in a lot of other city building games. It's like gold. The only difference is with flux is I could literally put down a flux vat right there, and actually going to click on it in this mode, and bang, it magically gets flux. Now I can upgrade this as I unlock the technology, make it bigger, make it better, all those sorts of things. But actually I've just noticed we're low on power, so we need to go into power, and I need to make a power generator. Same story, we just need to pop this somewhere, and as you can see, it has a maintenance of some flux and some people, and we're off and going. In fact, we're 25 people, and I've still got 10 idle workers. It's fine. We've got some room to move, some room to groove. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go and look for more natural resources and more critters we can deal with. Hopefully we can find the other type of natural resource. Now, these little red guys shoot at me from a distance. They're very, very nasty. But of course, with all ranged critters, they are very weak. On top of that, we have these, I don't know, artifacts? Debris on the ground that we can beat up and recover recover resources from. If we check our inventory, I'm picking up old world scraps. Yep. We will possibly use that during this video. I'm not sure. We're also picking up nightmare juice. This pops out of, well, critters on the ground. Derp dust. Derps are, well, another name for what these critters are on the map. Here's the other natural resource we want. Now, in the very first game, ooh, crossbow not fire forever. Okay, combat. All right. In the very, very early game, in the very, very first section of the game, you only find 2 natural resources on the planet. If you want to get into... You're very big. You're very big. You worry me. Yeah, you took a few hits. Okay. In the very first area, I guess, there's only 2 natural resources, okay? One of them being the bloodwood, the other one being the... I believe it's featherstone. If we just go into this, it's a featherstone. Yes, it's very lightweight stone. Okay, don't ask. It's all set in a dreamscape. You know, we're just going to move on. Also, you might notice the critters are not very happy to see me. Where are they attacking? Stop that! Bad critters. Okay, we do have good old repair tasks. Clicky, clicky. Cool, we're back to full strength. Alright, so we want to use our stone miner and attach it with a belt past this featherstone miner, which we will also build up. Enemy nearby. Really? That guy all the way over there? We're good now? Cool. Alright, which can output to the same belts. We're going to bring these down towards our city. And, good question. Where's a good entry point? I guess here. Alright, we want to process our featherstone inside the power network. So, featherstone, stoneworker. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're going to bring that material in there, that material in there, that material in there. You might notice I haven't really left my way out because I can't build through this red material. But we can run our little minecarts over one another, like so, and make a giant loop around the outside, because if that's what we got to do, that's what we're going to do. At the same time, I can have resources share belts if I wanted to. So I can link these onto the same belt, but it does mean in the age-old Factorio ways, if one backs up, the other one stops running as well. So we need more houses. More houses should be as easy as house, house, house. Food in there, food in there, food in there. That'll give us a population of possibly 30, and which is now going to give us a problem with food. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, we need potato, power there. Potato. Oh, okay, no, insufficient resources. I need more. I need more bloodwood planks. Basically, I need more bloodwood planks. No, I now need more power. Yeah, you can see it's you're a standard city builder. Like, you fix one problem and find out you have 3 more problems. Now I don't have enough people again because what is our population? -4. Now we can hold 40 people. Okay, so we should have enough population eventually. But you know, city builder, bit of Factorio, bit of they are billions, because we will end up with raiding parties over time as this threat level comes up. When this completes a full revolution, we're going to get another set of, well, we're going to get a raid come in of derps that come and attack us. And as you can see, I've just unlocked a whole bunch of new tech. Technology, I guess we'll touch on very, very quickly. Oh, automated defenses, very, very handy. But technology is this one. A research lab. Really? I don't have enough wood. Can we increase our processing speed? Can I get you input. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it into that one. And new threat level number 1. Excellent, just what we wanted. We love it when raid approaching. Derps are attacking, they're coming in from that corner, so somewhere in here. Problem is I have no idea what the map actually looks like. We're going to need, again, more power. And again, more workers. Insufficient resources. I ran out of resources trying to fix one problem, and now I don't have enough resources to fix the other problem. Of course, of course. Do I happen to have... Nope, I don't happen to have any resources in my inventory, because that would make my life far too easy. We have no enough power because you don't have enough people? Or... Oh, now food's starting to become a problem. Oh no, food's okay. Okay, we're alright. You guys are running... It looks like we just don't have enough people to run that, because we're still waiting for more people to be born. Alright, so whilst we wait, let's go and wander out this way and try and work out where this attacking party is going to come from. You. We see there's 2 symbols up there, so I have at least 2 attacks incoming. Go away, go away, go away, and go away. And you're coming from this direction. That's the attack. You can tell because he's a little bit bigger than normal. He's had a bit of time to grow up. No, don't press the R button for research. Okay. Hand-to-hand combat. Done. Right, grab all these whilst we're here, and then we'll go look at the next attacking party. You might notice that occasionally I end up picking up wood and other actual helpful raw materials when we're out clearing the map. So it is a good idea every map you get to go out and try and clear everything. Please take out the ranged guy. I much prefer it if he's dead. Okay, cool. Alright, problem solved. Can I actually build research now? That's what I really would like to do. No. Research lab. Yes! Excellent. Okay, so we're going to pop a research lab. Let's pop it right there. Insufficient workers. It's fine. They will not... No, it's not fine. It's not fine. Fine. We'll put down another one of those. And we'll put down another one of those. And we can see that this requires 2 things. It requires Starstruck Tar. That is, again, another resource that you can pick up. That resource is from a tar extractor. It extracts star-struck tar from the soil under the city, which I assumed when I first got it meant I had to place it out here on the ground. Turns out, nope, we can put this absolutely anywhere, which I'm going to put right there. Actually, we're going to press the move button and move you over a tile. I'm going to put 2 of them. And we're going to have you output come into this building because you're going to need it. And then if that building is full, it'll run it into there. And we need flux. Flux, we've already worked out one of those universal resources. We can get it anywhere. After we get some star-struck tar in here, we can get knowledge. Knowledge will give us research. Research will let us do the research tree, which is, as you can see, for an early access game, quite extensive. The ones I want to cover really, really quickly is the workshop. The workshop will give us the ability to get upgrades for Tiny. Okay, so we can get a better crossbow, a better fist. He puts spikes on his fists. Obviously, that fixes everything. Well, spikes on the fists. Armor, better crossbow, faster crossbow. All those sorts of things. On top of that, he gets other perks. We can actually look at that, I think, yes, with this button. So I can get better offense, more survivability, a better gathering, or better administration. So, you know, universal upgrades that are going to affect you forever. The other option you have... That is not connected. There we go. Your other option in the research tree is, like, all the tech you're going to need. So, you know... I can currently make, well, process of featherstone in here to strengthen and reduce the weight of the buildings. Oh yeah, I can change the featherstone. There you go, the featherstone in these buildings. We're making crushed featherstone. I can get a better recipe, or a more efficient recipe after I, you know, upgrade and get the research. Same with the bloodwood. We can get a more efficient recipe. We can get up to acid wood. We can get a cactus collector. Floating device. Floating device will let us lift more weight off the city. Because as I said, anything we build inside this area, we can fly from here to our next location. What is the story with the people? There's still not enough housing. Which is not enough food, which is insufficient resources. Can I upgrade you? I can upgrade you. Sure. Alright, let's go through that quickly. There is a whole upgrade interface we can come to where a lot of the buildings, not all of them, but a lot of the buildings can be upgraded if we get the research. So that is another caveat. For right now, I need better food, and to get the next one I'm going to need more flux, being that universal coins that we spoke about before. We're also going to need I can't remember what the material is called. It's an upgraded wood. It's an upgraded wood which we haven't got the tech for. Starwood, yes, requires some of the stardust tar mixed with some of the bloodwood to get you starwood. Starwood, of course, we can turn into acid wood later. No, that's a different recipe. That is just wood and some acid to get acid wood, so on and so forth. The game does have a lot of Factorio elements, along with, as said, with the incoming raids, they are billions. It also, in case you haven't seen it before, also has a bit of a WarpTorio feel to it. So what we can do is we can hit the takeoff button and give it a second. We need to charge up our magic tower, and once the magic tower fully charges, we can leave this planet and move to another planet, which is good. It's great. Really? What happened to our wood? We only had one building doing wood. I thought we had 2. If you've ever played WarpTorio before, you should know you never ever leave the platform after you start deconstructing, after you start the launch process. But what we want to do is we want to grab what resources we can in a hurry by destroying what we can outside the outside the tower. You. Grab that, because none of this is coming with us. Cool, grabbed all the raw resources we can because we're about to take off, and this brings us to the main part of this game with an autosave. We're going to leave what we've built on this planet. Just leave it right here, and we're going to take off, and we're going to go to the next zone. So the next zone, again, all the maps are procedurally generated, so every map is going to be a bit different, but we can choose where we want to go. So we can have, you know, we can go back to a Brightlands, which is basically where we were, with a couple of modifiers. So, you know, this one has plentiful extra resources, also has easier for us to make power. This one has extra starstruck tar, along with materializer. We haven't even got that far. That's a magical building, but it's going to run 35% faster. A charged atmosphere, easier power. It is a desert, so you get less food, but you get more stone. This has the stone. It also has a crystal resource that we haven't even got to yet, and a cactus. Yes, we can see that, you know, we had featherstone. We had the featherstone, yes, and the bloodwood on our previous map. So we're going to go and we're going to try, you know what, let's try something with a bit higher threat level. Map difficulty +3, stable liquids, sure. Tech ruins, okay, let's go try that one. Yep, it's going to make the whole game a little bit more difficult because we're moving to a new area. Now, as you can see, the landscape has changed. We're in about more of a desert, along with our mini-map has refreshed because we're on an entirely different map with entirely new entrances and exits. As you might notice from before, that we still have limited access in and out of... wow. Wow, that's a few friends. That's a few friends. We have limited access. Wow, that's a lot of friends. Maybe we shouldn't have flown here. We probably really shouldn't have flown here with my limited tech. Sure. Run, Tiny, run! Kite them all. It wasn't so bad. Oh, there's more of them. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Okay. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Yeah. Could have been better. Come on, Rambo style. Repair pack. Can't use the repair pack, it's still on cooldown. We'll survive just till the end. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is one thing I do want to mention. The Tiny has suffered critical damage and emergency recall teleport has been activated. We lose 50 flux and the threat timer gets a giant bump. It's preferable that you don't die in this game. But, you know, they are generous enough that you do get a respawn. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you late game. Late game is a little bit different. So here we can see a late game build. I think, yes, I've just jumped to a new city, a new map area, so I don't have any food production. I left that behind. I don't have any wood production. I left that behind. I've got some rudimentary power up and running, but, you know, food's unhappy. But we have stores. We have stores in the main building. You know, there's 500 food there. We're going to be good for a while. And a bunch of random crap in my inventory. Yeah, it's always good to have some random crap in your inventory. And as we can see, if I bring up the inventory, I have a repeating crossbow too. I have spiked fists. I have some armor. I even have a module that, you know, makes me do extra damage. And oh, it turns out I get bonus damage as well. So, you know, don't upset the... Yeah. This is Dream Engines Nomad Cities. As I've said, down in the description, you will find a link to the Epic Store. Appreciate it if you buy there and use the credit code Jetty-Plays. At the same time, there is also a link to the Steam store if you want to grab it there. At the same time, I will mention, if you guys are interested in watching a Let's Play, by all means tell me down in the comment section below. And at the same time, if you want to see a Let's Play, whether it be now or whether it be later, I recommend you hit the subscribe button, because I do plan on doing a Let's Play at some stage in the future, no matter what. I've already got about 5 hours in the game. I've sort of rushed through the early game mechanics, learnt the basics of how sort of the start and the mid-game run. I figure there's about 10 hours worth of gameplay in the current early access as it stands right now, but I imagine there'll be more coming up. I have sort of rushed through the game to get to the point I'm at now, but if we look at the tech tree, you can see I've already done about half the tech tree that is available. As you can see, my city area is a little bit larger because I have managed to research a couple of upgrades. That one. Okay, city expansion. As you can see, you can expand your city out, so that area becomes paved. Sure. You can only pave areas where buildings don't already exist, so you can decide to build the city, your city, in the shape that you wish. You know, obviously big square shapes are probably going to be easier than anything else. Oh wow, I can keep expanding. But of course that is going to raise the weight of the city and the carry power. Yeah, you have to also make sure you don't have a city that weighs too much. There are options, as I said, floating devices. We can throw one of those in there. It's a big balloon. It's a big balloon. It carries stuff. It does make a catch that it consumes extra fuel, and I have no idea how to make extra fuel at this stage. But with all that said, I'm going to leave this video here. As I said, if you're interested in more, links to the Steam store and the Epic store are down in the description below. If you're interested in this game, you want to see a Let's Play, by all means comment below as well. And at the same time, if you choose to purchase it, you want to purchase on the Epic store, I very much appreciate if you use the creator code JEDI-Plays. Help a man out. And with all that said, I'm going to call it here. Game is $30 with 10% discount for the first week or so, as a lot of devs do when the game first releases. And yeah, I'm going to call it here. So, all that said, thank you very much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'm JD. Call your mum, tell her I said hi. Alright, that's it. I'm out. Bye.